The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong claims that pork barrel funds are very much alive. Speaking to the big story, Magalong said that lawmakers are managing billions of pesos concealed in different departments. The Priority Development Assistance Fund, commonly known as pork barrel, was abolished in 2013.
If you look at the way we're doing our budget, we're wondering why is it that, despite the fact that there's a denial that there is something like a pork barrel, but the truth of the matter is when you talk to congressmen, I have my own inside information. Pork barrels still exist, and unfortunately, billions of pesos are being managed by our legislators, and it's just hidden in the different departments.
Magalong also noted that among government agencies, the Department of Public Works and Highways is where corrupt lawmakers supposedly park a significant portion of funds. However, the Baguio City Mayor did not disclose the source of this information.
Isa sa pinaka-paborito nilang pinaglalagyan, the PWH. Every time I had an opportunity to talk to the different mayors and governors, we share our frustrations, especially on substandard projects.
To fight corruption, Magalong says that he will be leading a movement on good governance. Magalong said the military and the PNP are behind him on this.
We have to continue raising awareness on the ill effects of corruption and its correlation to poverty. We're getting a lot of support now coming from the different CSOs. I'm getting a lot of feedback coming from cooperatives, from fellow mayors who also believe in good governance. I would say a big number of them are behind us in advocating this movement on good governance.
And Justice Secretary Boying Remulla has faced the media for the first time since going on his 10-day wellness leave. Secretary Remulla gave updates on his health, disclosing that he underwent a heart bypass surgery on June 27. He is now undergoing physical rehabilitation sessions. The Justice Chief added that President Bongbong Marcos knows about his condition. He thanked the Chief Executive for the trust and confidence. Remulla will officially return to work on Monday, July 10.
Called angiogram, nakita na ang aking puso ay may mga bara. Kaya lang hindi ko na alam yan kasi araw-araw nag-exercise po ako. Swerte ko lang, never ako na-atake o na-stroke. Sabi ko magpapabypass ako. At let's prepare for it as soon as possible. June 27, natuloy ang procedure. At ngayon, I'm undergoing physical rehabilitation sessions. Next week, by Monday, technically, I'm back to work. But I cannot keep on going here. I have to be careful. Ingat lang.
Moving on now, parts of Metro Manila and Luzon felt an earthquake earlier this afternoon. A magnitude 4.8 quake hit the waters off of Palawig in Zambales at 3:16 p.m. The earthquake was tectonic in nature with a depth of 46 kilometers. Intensity 3 was felt in Quezon City. The same intensity was likewise recorded in the Zambales towns of Botolan, Iba, Cabangan, and San Marcelino. We have more stories coming your way after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. In Washington, D.C. in the USA, cocaine was discovered inside a cubbyhole by the West Wing entry of the White House. According to a source, the illegal drugs were found where visitors deposit their electronics and other belongings before going on tours. The cocaine was discovered during a routine Secret Service sweep, but authorities did not confirm how much of the illegal powder was found. The White House said the Secret Service is investigating the matter, looking into visitor logs and cameras. The West Wing is attached to the executive mansion where President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden live. And it looks like Twitter has found its biggest rival. Meta Platforms has launched a text-based microblogging app called Threads, creating the biggest threat yet to Elon Musk's Bird app. Meta's CEO and co-founder Mark Zuckerberg announced the debut on Wednesday. Threads allows users to follow the accounts that they follow on the photo-sharing platform Instagram and keep the same username. It is now available for download for free on Apple Store and Google Play. Threads is coming off a slew of new restrictions on Twitter, including the need to be verified in order to use TweetDeck. A social media analyst believes that Threads will overtake Twitter in a blink of an eye if it is adopted by enough IG users.
I think Threads is going to pose a huge threat to Twitter because it's coming from the Meta and Instagram family of apps. Instagram has 2 billion users compared to around 250 million of Twitter, so it's about 10 times bigger already. So if only 1 in 10 Instagram users tries using Threads, it's overtaken Twitter in the blink of an eye.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco is standing by Love the Philippines as the official tourism slogan of the country. In a speech on Wednesday, Frasco repeated the phrase a number of times to prove her point.
Love the Philippines. We all love the Philippines. There are just so many reasons to love the Philippines.
President Marcos has convened the Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council, or LEDAC, just 2 weeks before his second State of the Nation address. Senate President Mig Zubiri says the upper chamber is proposing 9 more priority bills on top of the 42 already listed. On the other hand, the House of Representatives proposed 15 additional bills. The Office of the Solicitor General has asked the Supreme Court to nullify an order halting the power supply agreement between Meralco and San Miguel Corporation. In its petition, the OSG said that only the High Tribunal can issue injunctions over the implementation of the Electric Power Industry Reform Act, or EPIRA. Recall that the Court of Appeals issued an injunction order after the government denied the contract price increase of South Premier Power Corporation, or SPPC. SPPC is a power unit under San Miguel Corporation. The entire entertainment industry is mourning the loss of veteran showbiz reporter Mario Dumawal. TV5's Frontline Pilipinas anchor Julius Babao called Mario a good friend. Babao said that just like everyone else, Dumawal had many crosses to carry in his lifetime. Despite this, he was always jolly, happy, and sometimes naughty, especially when they are in their marites mode. Actor John Arcilla considers Dumawal as a big loss to the industry as he is one of the most respected journalists in the world of showbiz. And comedian Poc Wang thanked the veteran showbiz reporter for always being fair and respectful. Dumawal died of septic shock yesterday, a complication after suffering a heart attack. His wake begins this afternoon and will run until July 9 at the Memorial Chapels in Commonwealth, Quezon City. An iconic Filipino broadcast journalist, Gus Abelgas, marks his television comeback with 1PH. A new show called Gasabelgas Forensics will premiere on July 15 and air every Saturday at 7 p.m. Abelgas, famous for his crime reportage, will revisit unsolved cases and attempt to solve them. The journalist's popular show Scene of the Crime Operatives, or SOCO, last aired on ABS-CBN in 2020. One News Now will be back at 5:45 p.m. with the day's latest stories. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.